used to feel, walking slowly through the forest. Take my hand, let's make a deal. The world lies before us. Take my hand, let's wait some time. I don't mind. I'm doing like I used to do, walking on in these old shoes. Now we could be anywhere. We're lost but we're not scared. Though we could be anywhere, I don't care. I don't care. If you're ever all alone, I'd find my way back home. 'Cause you changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. You changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. I'm saying things I used to say. Let's put our heads together and turn around, it's getting late. The road goes on forever. Let's go back home and take a break. I can't wait. I can't wait. If you're ever all alone, I'd find my way back home. 'Cause you changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. You changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. And I want you to go where you wanna go, and I want you to see what you wanna see, and you wanna be all you can be, and that's alright with me. If that's alright with me. When I find my way back home, you'll be the first to know. 'Cause you changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. You changed my life one day, running through the woods behind Sunday Lake.
We had with the girls, but this is a Lakeland team that knocked off Antigo by 18 on the road. Can they do it again?
You hope so. Both teams are better than their early matchup in the season. Lakeland played phenomenal defense in that first game. They held Antigo to 15 points. Again, the key for Lakeland is going to be turnovers. In the game against Mosinee, they had 23 turnovers. And the other thing that's interesting, they only got to the free throw line 3 times in that game. They played 3 Lakes. Now, again, different competition compared to Mosinee. They only had 10 turnovers. They got to the free throw line 15 times. So the free throw is kind of an indirect measure of offensive rebounds and penetration. And when you're playing a good defensive team, you're not penetrating, you're not getting to the foul foul line, you're relying on outside shooting. If you're relying on outside shooting and you turn the ball over, you better make all your shots. And they had trouble with Mosini. So, and we've seen that this year in the games that they've struggled. They've only gone to the free throw line just a few times, in single digits compared to the other team. So, again, the key for Lakeland is don't turn the ball over, be patient. I talked to the Antigo head coach before the game, and they're a little beat up. They got 2 players that won't be playing tonight because of injuries and concussion, and they want to kind of see more of a half-court game. They don't want to get in transition with Lakeland. I know when Rhinelander played, we talked to Coach Lemons, and he wanted to speed up the game. So I think it's going to be a battle on tempo here again tonight. I think Lakeland likes to play a little more upbeat and up pace. I think Antigo is going to try to slow the game down. I think for both teams, it's going to be patience on offense, shot selection, and limiting turnovers.
Yeah, this is an Antigo team that has come in with 5 wins on the season, 2 in conference play, 2-5. But as you mentioned, a little bit banged up. Lakeland playing their 4th game in 8 days. They played last Friday, then they played on Monday and Tuesday, getting a little bit of a break, and now playing tonight. So these kids are in much better shape than I certainly am, but that's still got to wear on you.
It's tough to play that many games in a week, although these kids would rather play games than practice.
Absolutely.
Sometimes your practices are harder than your games.
Absolutely. So this should be a fun one here tonight. The Lakeland School song is on, and we're getting set for the starting lineups. Should be a good atmosphere. Nice student section here tonight, Doc. Can you tell? Is there a theme? It looks
Hawaiian. Yeah, I was going to say that.
It's a winter dance tomorrow, and I know it's black and white is the theme of the winter dance, but not quite sure what the kids are doing. But as we were walking in here tonight, they were setting up for the dance in the field, in the cafeteria area there where they hold them. And so always a good atmosphere for the kids, and hopefully they can celebrate with a win here tonight, both on the boys and the girls side. So for the Antigo Red Robins, let's get you the starting lineups. For Sean Smith's Red Robins, again, 5-11 overall, 2-5 in conference play. At guard, Colton Tomei, 5'10" junior. Tomei wears number 1, averaging 4.7 a contest. At guard, Gus Schessler, 5'10" junior, wears number 5. He's averaging 10.9 a contest. Javon Bussey is a 5'10" senior, wears number 10. Bussey is a guard, averaging 10.4 a contest. Getting the start tonight, Ben Robrecht, 6' senior. Robrecht wears number 11. He's a guard, averaging 3.7 a night. And rounding out the starting 5 is going to be Mitchell Hotchkiss, 6'2" senior. Hotchkiss wears number 25, and he's a forward. Not starting tonight, who played against us the last time, was Jake Verhasselt and Mitch Meyer. So that's a change for the Antigo Red Robins. For the Lakeland Thunderbirds, led by first-year head coach Jacob Darvincevu, 8-7 overall, 4-3 in conference play. At forward, Danny Gaylor, 6'3" senior. Gaylor wears number 1. He's averaging 13 points a game. At guard, I should say there's a bit of a change there. We've also got Jalen Cobb, 5'8" senior. Cobb wears number 3, and he's averaging 12.6 a game. Hakan Birkland, 6'6" senior, wears number 4. He's averaging 9.1 a contest. Noah Bruckner, 5'10" junior, wears number 32. He's averaging 6.1 a game. And Nate Areola, 6'1" senior, wears number 33 and is averaging 8.2 a game. I didn't see Cobb for a second there, so I thought there was going to be a change, but there he was sitting on the end of the bench. So T-Birds with their regular starters.
And a reversal of fortune for Lakeland in the GNC. Just a few weeks back, we were 4-0. Of course, we didn't play the upper echelon of the conference, now on a 3-game losing streak. So we need to change that tonight with the game against Antigo.
Yeah, Mosini put up 90 against this Lakeland team on Monday, and that was a game that was rescheduled because of the snow, the one rare snow we've had so far this season. But that was a game the T-Birds would like to forget.
I was thinking about that. I mean, usually we're like driving back in snowstorms, and we just haven't had that this winter.
We've been very lucky. One snowstorm that came was against Rhinelander, and that was home for us, so we didn't have too far to go, but the folks from Rhinelander had to drive. So the T-Birds win the tip. They are going right to left on your radio dial and Lakeland Union High School media stream on YouTube. Danny Gaylor for 3 off the bat, right wing. No good. Areola with the rebound, but he's fouled. So just 16 seconds in, we're going to have our first foul of the game. This one's going to go against Mitchell Hotchkiss.
Good offensive rebound by Areola, and that's what you want to see is you got to win the board battle. Talked to Coach Smith before the game, Antigo coach, and he feels they're playing much better than their record indicates.
Jalen Cobb for 3, right wing, no good, but rebounded by Gaylor. And he scores the first points. Lakeland up 2.
And that's what you got to do. You got to get those offensive rebounds if you're Lakeland. You want to prevent that if you're the other team, but the 2 opportunities on putbacks, and the Lakeland T-Birds up 2-0.
Colton Tomei ties it up as he drove and stopped from about 3 feet away and scored. 17-18 left to play. We're tied at 2. Cobb into the front court, one-on-one against Schessler and a man-to-man for the Red Robins. Haken Berkland back out to Gaylor, finding Cobb. Left wing now for Bruckner. Bounces it to Areola, but too far in front of him. And that's a turnover, giving it back to the Red Robins.
And we're going to see Antigo in their man-to-man. Traditionally, they were the 1-3-1 defense. They never deviated from that. But now they are mostly man under the new program. But we're going to see a little 1-3-1 and maybe a little bit of 2-3. And as last time they said, they don't do that very well. So we'll see how the game dictates if they change up their defenses.
Boy, when Jesse Shaw led the Red Robins, that 1-3-1 was as good as it gets in the state. They taught it from a young age, and they mastered it. Those kids were so good at that 1-3-1. Antigo on offense. We're tied at 2. 16:44 to play in the opening half. Swing it around to Bussey, left wing. Bounces it to Hotchkiss. Backs up against the double team. Has to get it to Bussey in the left corner. To the top for Tomei. Wide open 3 off the back iron. Long rebound is corralled by Haken Berkland. Gives it to Danny Gaylor, finding Bruckner off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. 2 shots coming for Noah Bruckner.
A long rebound corralled by Lakeland, and great transition from defense to offense to get an opportunity to score a layup, and Bruckner's going to the line.
Colton Tomei, the offender for the first foul on this possession. 2 fouls, I should say, overall, as Bruckner misses the first. 27% free throw shooter as he eyes the second one. Bounces it twice off the hardwood, and his second one is up and no good. Rebounded by the Red Robins. They get it up ahead to Bussey. Oh, throwing it away. Too high on the pass from Schessler over the head of Bussey, and the T-Birds get it back.
Each team with 1 turnover here early in the first half, and it looks like they're going to let them play a little bit. A lot of bumping and grinding in the post there, and they're going to let that play go, so I think we're going to have a little more physical game.
Bruckner's got the basketball, left wing, guarded by Tomei. Gets it to Areola to the top. Cobb sets a screen for him. 3 is no good. Bussey with the rebound. Bussey dribbling off to the right, finding Tomei. He's going to dribble it down, hands it off to his teammate Schessler, and they swing it around left side, back to Tomei, just inside the free throw stripe. Schessler back out high to Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss, ball over his head. He's got Areola in front of him. T-Birds doing a nice job on defense, just almost 2.5 minutes in, giving up just 2 points. Tomei to the top, finding Robrecht. Robrecht kicks it to Hotchkiss. Foot on the line for a long 2, in and out. Rebounded by Danny Gaylor. T-Birds trying to push. Cobb into the front court. Gets it over to Gaylor at the top. Off to the left, just inside the left wing for Areola. Backs up, puts in Robrecht and scores. Areola with his first basket. T-Birds up 4-2.
And we talked a little bit about tempo in the pregame, and it looks like Lakeland wants to speed up the tempo and have a quick game.
And we get a turnover against Antigo, giving the ball back to, it was a foul. And they're calling it against Robrecht. That's his first. Team's third. I thought it was a turnover. Mitchell Meyer checks in for the first time tonight. 6'2" junior, wears number 24, averaging 2.1 a game for the Red Robins. Again, both boys and girls a little short-handed here tonight for the Red Robins due to sickness. Lakeland doing a little bit better with all their players at least able to play. May not be as healthy as they'd like, but certainly ready to play. On the miss, Antigo's got the basketball. Bussey's got it left wing. He's got Bruckner in front of him. That's a battle of football players from those two squads as well. T-Birds knocked off Antigo this year on the road at Schofield Stadium. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Red Robins.
Yeah, that went off about 2 or 3 different hands, and the last one to touch it was an Antigo player coming back Lakeland's way. It's interesting. I'm looking and I'm seeing, I know Melissa wasn't feeling good. You would think she'd get out of here and get some rest, and she's there watching the boys' game. I asked her early on if she watched the LSU South Carolina women's game, and I figured she'd be all over that. That was a marquee matchup with 2 top 10 teams, and she said no, she was watching watching Rhinelander and Mosinee.
Yeah, who came out on top in that one?
It was South Carolina, #1 team in the country.
Wow. Danny Gaylor with a shot short, rebounded by Hotchkiss.
But I figured she'd be all over that.
Absolutely.
I watched the last 2 minutes of it.
And driving and missing the shot is Gus Schessler, rebounded by Areola. And gives it up to Benny Gaylor, who checked in. 6'1" sophomore. Gaylor wears #2, averaging 3.7 a game. So Danny and brother Benny in the game. Ball gets knocked away. Evan Zock also checked in during that last time out. Evan Zock, a 6'1" sophomore for the T-Birds, wears #21, averaging 4.4. Schessler drives and kicks it back out. They swing it around to the right side for Hotchkiss. Substitutions for Antigo as well. We'll get you caught up on those. With the basketball right now is one of those players, Jake Verhassel, 6'1" senior, wears #23, averaging 7.2 a contest. He's got the basketball with Danny Gaylor in front of him. Dribbles it to his right, stops at the top of the key, off to the right for Tomei. Student section getting loud, along with the Lakeland bench, liking this defense so far. Myers got it to the top for Tomei to Hotchkiss, right wing. 4-2, Lakeland leading, 13-16 left to play, just 6 points so far in the first 5 minutes of this game. Tomei with it off to the right, finding Hotchkiss. He's got Areola in front of him. Thought about driving, instead they swing it around to Schessler. Guarded by Benny Gaylor. T-Birds in that man-to-man. Driving down the lane. Puts up a shot. Schessler. Ooh, a nice-looking shot. That was tough. Inside. We're tied at 4.
That was a nice shot by Schessler. He's their leading scorer, and they've been doing a really good job shading out at him. He's a big three-point shooter, high-volume shooter, and so we get a three-point shot made by Danny Gaylor. They're doing a real good job shading on him and not giving him an opportunity to get an easy look at a 3.
The T-Bird leading scorer comes right back with a 3. T-Birds up by 3. Left corner 3 is no good by the Red Robins. Hotchkiss. And back the other way we go. Hey, the clock tower in downtown Minocqua shows the top of the hour, gives us an opportunity to let you know you are listening to Lakeland boys basketball now. Girls and boys basketball, as Benny Gaylor fires off a long 3. No good. Rebounded by Evan Zock. Shot is up. No good. Now Haken Berkland puts up a shot. He scores. How about Haken Berkland? Tough inside. T-Birds with 3 offensive rebounds.
And as we save the clock tower, we note that Lakeland had 4 offensive rebounds already here in the first half, and that is key. You get those second chance putbacks, and you got to take opportunity of being a good rebounding team like Lakeland is.
I will finish that off because we have to get the ID in for the radio side. You're listening to Lakeland boys basketball on 95.9 The Island at WMQA Minocqua.
Now we officially save the clock tower.
Save the clock tower. Back to the future we are here tonight. Kicking it outside and holding on to the basketball is Verhassel. He gets it to the top. They swing it around to Schessler into the left corner. They find Hotchkiss, who kicks it back out high for a long 3 from Verhassel. And that's his first bucket of the night. It's 9-7 Lakeland. T-Birds up by 2 with the basketball. Areola has it left wing. He's got Hotchkiss right in front of him. To the top for Danny Gaylor, finding Zock, swinging around into the right corner now for Benny. Benny Gaylor finds Areola in the paint. He's going to stop, pop, and hit. Boy, that thing went in and out and back down. Areola's got 4. Lakeland up 4.
Nice little step back floater from about 8 feet, and like you said, that hit every part of the rim and then some.
Dancing around the rim like Richard Simmons, folks. I think there's going to be a movie about Richard Simmons coming up
movie.
here. I don't think he approves of it either, from what I read. But either way, long three is no good from Schessler. Rebounded by Danny Gaylor. He must have jumped up 7 feet to grab that one. Gives it to his brother Benny into the front court. Finding Areola back to Danny. Right wing, wide open three is long. Ball is loose. Haken Berkland comes down with it. He takes a step underneath the basket, gives it to Benny Gaylor. Benny, T-Birds reset on offense. Areola's got it left wing to the top for Zock. Zock goes behind the back with Verhasselt in front of him. Now it's stolen away by Tomei. 1-on-3, driving down the lane, off the glass. No good. Danny Gaylor with the rebound. Nice job by Tomei. Just couldn't get the basket to go. And now Haken Berkland loses the basketball underneath, and we're going to get a foul called against Schessler against Areola. That's going to be the first against Gus Schessler. Substitutions for the Thunderbirds, as checking in for the first time, will be Owen Clark. 6'6" senior. Clark wears number 11, averaging 2.6 a game. Like to see Owen out there. And substitutions for Antigo as well. On the court for the Thunderbirds is Benny Gaylor, Haken Berkland, Owen Clark, Noah Bruckner, and Jalen Cobb. Owen Clark gets the inbounds feed from Benny Gaylor, left wing, puts it on the court, left-handed. Dribbles it back, finding Cobb over to Bruckner. T-Birds up 11-7, 9:48 to play here in the opening half from Minocqua. Finding Haken Berkland, right baseline, kicks it out to Benny. Thought about the three to Cobb. Left corner now for Bruckner. Bruckner had Robrecht right in front of him, so they swing it around right side all the way to Benny Gaylor in the right corner. Bussey's in front of him. Nice job, a little streaking Noah Bruckner for the bucket. T-Birds up 13-7.
Bruckner did a nice job. They overplayed the passing lane, and he just went backdoor cut to the basket. It doesn't get any easier than that.
Beautiful cut from Bruckner. T-Birds up by 6 with 9:16 to play. Robrecht puts it on the floor. Gives it off to Javon Bussey. He backs up against Bruckner, lays it up and in. Nice job by Javon Bussey with his first bucket. It's 13-9 Lakeland with 9 minutes to play. Opening half.
He did a nice job catching the ball on the block, backing down his defender, fronting his defender, and getting that shot off.
Both running backs for their respective teams. Loved watching Javon Bussey play. He was a fun football player to watch for the Red Robins. Haken Berkland gets the ball on the low block, puts it up. No good. I think it was tapped from behind. Yep. Schessler gives it up to Bussey. Bussey into the front courts. Finding Schessler at the top. Back to Bussey. Bussey's going to go right to the T-Bird logo at center court and off to his left, finding Verhasselt. Back to Robrecht. 8:29 and counting here in the opening half. T-Birds leading 13-9. Robrecht is going to be fouled. I thought he traveled as well, but Benny Gaylor bit on the fake, and he's going to go to the line.
Yeah, we heard travel come out from the crowd. I mean, he moved his pivot foot. They got away with that and got fouled, so unfortunate, but...
So Robrecht goes to the line.
Yeah, you would think the way the referee's positioned a three-man crew that, I mean, we had the direct look, same look that the referee had.
First free throw from Robrecht is no good. In and out, 55% free throw shooter. And the Lakeland Nordic ski team competed in the Northern Conference Championships on Tuesday. The girls and boys teams each classic skied 6.6K on the challenging American Birkebeiner Trailhead trails. That's in Cable. Team results, the girls took first to win the conference championship. The boys took fourth. So congrats to both teams. Missed free throw by Robrecht. He missed them both, but Antigo comes down with the rebound. Bussey sets everything back up for the Red Robins. With the basketball is Tomei. Long three from the left wing is no good from Hotchkiss. Rebounded by the T-Birds. Back the other way we go. Cobb into the left corner for Benny Gaylor. No good, but Nate Areola is right there for the rebound and score. He's got 6. T-Birds up by 6.
That's a 6th offensive rebound, and that's something that's really keeping the T-Birds in the game with their 15-9 lead is all these second chance opportunities.
At the top, they go to Hotchkiss, left wing. Bussey at the top, now off to the right for Verhasselt. Jake Verhasselt, they swing it around quickly to Robrecht. T-Birds up 6. Antigo with the basketball, 7:30 to play. We're in the opening half of this girls-boys doubleheader. Tomei, spin move in the lane. Ball is up, no good. Danny Gaylor with the rebound. Gives it to Benny up ahead to Noah Bruckner. Bruckner's going to drive all the way down the baseline, and he's going to be called for a charge, I bet.
No, it's a block.
Wow, they're going to call a block. I was a little worried.
All right, we'll take it.
How about that one? And this one's going to go against Robrecht, his second.
You're talking about the ski team. What are they going to do with the Birkie-Binder this year?
Oh, my goodness, no way.
There's no way they can do it, right?
No way they can do it. I'd be shocked.
Isn't it like 50 miles?
It's a long race.
50, 60 miles?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a terrible season for cross-country skiing, and Lakeland has, some of the best kids in the country, frankly, when it comes to cross-country skiing.
I mean, look at all the banners up there.
Absolutely.
State championships.
You bet. Danny Gaylor goes to the top for Cobb. T-Birds with the ball up by 6, 7:07 left to play. In the first half, Zock finds Haken Berkland back to the top. Jalen Cobb to Danny Gaylor. Long three left wing, too strong. Rebounded by the Red Robins. Up ahead to Bussey. Bussey's going to drive all the way down the lane. He's fouled by Danny Gaylor. Hard foul by Danny, but Bussey gets right back up, and he will go to the line to shoot two.
Good sportsmanship by Areola, offering a helping hand to help the
Absolutely.
Antigo player up. And
Badger men lead Michigan State 43-34 at the half as Bussey misses the first.
And they've struggled this year, uncharacteristically, Tom Izzo's team.
Thanks to our buddy Jason for sending that. And the Bucks lead the Cavaliers 48-47 in the second quarter. Have yet to mention that the Bucks have a new head coach. They fired Adrian Griffin as Bussey hits the second.
Doc Rivers from Proviso East High School.
And they brought in
graduates.
Doc. How about that? Interesting move. Bucks are now paying 3 head coaches. And they just didn't like the direction of the team despite having the second best record in the NBA.
Yeah, you don't see that.
No, you don't. But there was just something odd and off about that team, and we'll have to see if Doc can correct him. Zock gets it down to Haken Berkland. Berkland has his ball knocked away from behind. Danny Gaylor tried to come up with a steal, but Tomei into the front court. 15-10. Lakeland leads. 3-ball is good from Verhasselt. That's his second 3, and the Red Robins are within 2.
Just like that, 15-13.
6:16 to play in the opening half from Minocqua tonight, high above Ted Voigt Court. Matt Thompson and Doc McGill. Tony Rio is our engineer on the radio side at the station. Danny Gaylor for 3 off the back iron, no good. Zock with the rebound.
Another offensive rebound.
Cross court over to Danny, finding Cobb, right wing for 3. Try the other side. That's good. That's Cobb's first bucket of the night. The T-Birds have hit a couple of threes to go back up 5.
2 for 9 in the first half, Lakeland, from the 3-point line.
Also like to thank those of you watching on the Lakeland Union High School media production stream, led by Mr. Ethan Yockey and Dominic Wilde, helping out on the camera work tonight for the media team. Robrecht has the basketball left wing into the left corner for Bussey. Got Gaylor in front of him. Ball gets tapped away into the backcourt. And Antigo is able to recover with Tomei. Gets it into the right corner for Robrecht. Cross court over to Hotchkiss, finding Bussey left wing. Sets a screen for him. Stops. Thought he was going to pump. Instead, he gives it back to Hotchkiss. Down on the left baseline. And he puts a shot up, in and out. Danny Gaylor with the rebound. That's at least 4 for Danny. And he jumps up about 5 feet to grab those. He can really get above the rim, folks. 18-13, Lakeland leads with 5 minutes to play here in the opening half over Antigo. Nice passing by the T-Birds, getting it out to Zock. Right wing for 3, too strong. Rebounded by the Red Robins. Up ahead to Tomei. Tomei finds Bussey. Bussey's got Evan Zock in front of him. Nice spin move. Bussey has a shot altered. Rebounded by the T-Birds.
Lakeland, just an excellent rebounding team this season. Already out-rebounded Antigo 17-8 here in the first half.
That is a huge discrepancy between these two teams. And one of the things Lakeland, as you mentioned, has done well all year long. Danny Gaylor's got it left wing to the top for Cobb. Cobb puts it on the floor, tried to pass Bussey. They still pass it around. Haken Berkland's got it. Now Bussey comes away with the steal. Hits the floor in a timeout called by Sean Smith. I'll tell you what, with that timeout, we will step aside for 30 seconds. Lakeland leading Antigo 18-13 with 4:17 to play here in the opening half. You're listening to Lakeland Boys Basketball on 95.9 The Island.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Wisconsin are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
95.9 The Island.
The Lakeland boys leading Antigo 18-13. We're in the first half with 4:17 to play. We mentioned the Nordic ski team. The wrestling team competed last night. Lakeland Mercer hit the mats in Wabeno and beat Wabeno Leona Three Lakes combined team 42-36. And the Lakeland Mercer boys, also a team, I should say, also grappled against Krivitz Wasaki, and they pinned them 42-23. In boys hockey, Lakeland skated past Rhinelander 5-2 last night. Those same two teams are going to meet in Minocqua again on Tuesday. That's going to be for the first round of the GNC tournament. The T-Birds are the number 2 seed. The Hodags are the number 7 seed. And in gymnastics, Lakeland hosts Rhinelander next Tuesday night.
You did that
lots of action.
Really well. I mean, like a sports guy. Lakeland skated on the hockey side, and they pinned him on the...
That's right. You got to add a little creative writing.
That's really good.
Absolutely. The T-Birds grappled against another team. They skated against another team.
I was waiting for you to get a word to associate with the gymnastics. A little disappointed.
Well, sometimes I'll say Lakeland vaulted against Rhinelander.
Oh, there you go.
Lakeland, yeah, it's a fun time. The floor routine, all sorts of fun stuff you can say. Antigo with the basketball, trailing by 5 to the Lakeland Thunderbirds. 3:40 left to play. Here in the opening half of this doubleheader, girls knocked off Antigo in game 1. Bussey over to the left, finding his teammates. That was Schessler back out to Bussey for 3, no good. Gaylor with the rebound. I should say Danny with the rebound to Benny, because we have Gaylor brothers out on the court right now with Danny wearing number 1, Benny wearing number 2. Benny's got the ball. Finding Danny Gaylor down on the right baseline. Spin move against Bussey. Shot is up, no good. Ball gets tapped out of bounds. Last touched. They saved by Mitch Meyer. So Antigo unable to maintain that rebound, and Danny Gaylor will inbound.
And to go back in the man-to-man. They switch up defenses, played a little zone, now back to man.
Low-scoring first half between these two teams, 31 points combined. Good defensive matchup. Danny Gaylor, left wing for 3, no good. This one's rebounded by Tomei. Bussey was there as well. Can't split a rebound, though, in basketball. So Tomei's got it. Oh, the pass goes right off the head of Mitch Meyer. Mitch Meyer was going to set up a screen, and instead the pass went right off his noggin. The T-Birds come up with the basketball. Cobb into the left corner for Benny Gaylor. Back out high for Bruckner. Bruckner's going to drive down the lane, 1-on-3 and score. How about Noah Bruckner, 4 points. T-Birds up 7.
He did a great job splitting the defense, was very aggressive, and went right to the basket.
As we mentioned, the 13th ranked Badgers taking on Michigan State. Tom Izzo from where?
Northern Michigan.
Iron Mountain, Michigan.
Yeah.
Correct. Just 2 hours away from here. About an hour and 45 minutes, depending on how fast you drive.
Did he went to Michigan Tech, or was it Northern Michigan?
I'm not positive about that.
He was,
I think Northern, but I'm not confident in that one.
Who was the coach from San Francisco? Mariucci?
Mariucci, also from Iron Mountain, Michigan.
They were in the same class, right?
When you drive through Iron Mountain or get to Iron Mountain, it says the home of Steve Mariucci and Tom Izzo. That's right. 2 outstanding coaches. Antigo will inbound, getting it into Bussey. Bussey's going to drive, put up the floater, no good. Rebounded by Areola. Lakeland with the basketball up 7, 2:10 to play. Here in the opening half, Cobb's got it.
Nice
what
pass.
a great feed to Danny Gaylor, and he's fouled.
That was a no-look pass.
Oh, man. Those of you watching on the video stream have to love that one. Boy, what a beautiful pass.
That was a great no-look pass. It was just like a quarterback leading a wide receiver. It was to where the player was going, and Danny got that ball and went right up and got fouled. And again, he didn't put the ball on the floor, which is the difference between not making the 2-point attempt and making it and going for the 3-point play, and he makes the free throw.
67% free throw shooter. That was one of the best passes we've seen all year, giving Lakeland now a 10-point lead.
That's as pretty as probably you were on those dance nights back in high school. Did you go to all your high school dances?
Not all of them, but some. You know, I'm going to be dancing tomorrow night. I'm going to my cousin's daughter's wedding tomorrow night. What do they say? I'm going to get jiggy with it. Mitchell Hotchkiss gets the basket down low. Yeah, this should be a fun time. Love seeing family, and we haven't had a wedding in our family in a while on my side, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We get a foul called against the Red Robins.
Are you the guy with the yellow socks and the yellow tie?
I am not. I shouldn't wear all black to a wedding, but that's my plan right now as Bussy checks out. Schessler called for his second personal foul, by the way.
I'd go all white and clash with the bride. See how that goes over.
This is a big hunting family, so instead of tapping the glass to get them to kiss, during the dinner, they're asking people to blow like duck calls. Cobb hits the free throw. Cobb is a 64% free throw shooter.
Now, what if they were dog lovers? Would you blow a dog whistle?
Oh, they're dog lovers as well. That would be fun. I admit I don't have any duck calls, so I'm going to bring along some of those party favors from New Year's Eve that we have left over that make the noise. I can't even make it, but have to make something up. T-Birds back on defense. Antigo leading 24-15.
Your improv skills are second to none.
Oh, man. I got to think of Marissa Tomei again. The 64 Buick Skylark.
That's one of my favorite impressions.
Tomei's got it into the right corner here for Hotchkiss. Getting it back out high for Verhassel. Right wing. He's going to dribble it down to the baseline. Kick it cross court. Stolen away by Danny Gaylor. One-on-one against Tomei. And the ball is nearly taken out of Danny Gaylor's hands. Both hit the deck. Hard foul called against Tomei. Danny Gaylor gets up a little slow. And no foul called, or is it? No, they're calling it on the baseline. They're just saying it went out of bounds. And
yeah, he had the ball. So it looks like is he lining for a free throw or not?
No, it's out of bounds. Him down to
out of bounds. So he had the ball.
He sure did.
I think he had the ball. He kind of blocked the ball, and they went out of bounds. And Antigo was the last to touch it. But that was a block shot, essentially.
Jacob Jarvincevic wants explanation from the officials because he thought he should be shooting.
You would think so because he went to the floor.
7 fouls team-wise against the Red Robins, but they didn't get an 8th there, so the T-Birds inbound it. Jalen Cobb's got it left wing, gives it off to Bruckner. Dribbles it near the top, off to the right for Danny. Danny goes to the top for Cobb. T-Birds under a minute to play here in the first half, leading by 9, 24-15. Cobb's going to play. Are they going to play for one shot here? They'd have to hold it for another 40 seconds if they did. Getting it to Cobb at the top. They will not. He'll fire a 3. Swish.
Why not?
Galen Cobb with his second 3. T-Birds up by 12. 30 seconds to play.
Usually if you're holding the ball, that's not the shot you're going to take with that much time. But like I said, why not?
That's right. At halftime, it looks like we're going to have the little dancers once again from Island City Dance. They were enjoyable in the first matchup between the girls during halftime as the T-Birds nearly come away with a steal. Bussy's got it. Dribbles it into the paint. Kicks it out. Left corner. Verhassel. 3 is no good. And Cobb tracks down the loose ball. 7 seconds left. Up ahead to Bruckner. 5 seconds. Cobb at the top for 3 again. This time no good. Rebounded by Bussy. Is he going to try a half-court one? Couldn't get it off. And that is the way the first half comes to an end. A good one for the Thunderbirds, who lead it 27-15. We're going to step aside and take a break on the radio side and come back with the first half scoring and stats on the stream side for the Lakeland Union High School Media Production Squad. Enjoy a video. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Lakeland Union High School boys basketball on 95.9 The Island.
Minocqua's local State Farm agent Craig Farrell on Highway J would like to wish good luck to the Lakeland T-Bird basketball teams. With Craig Farrell handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Craig Farrell in Minocqua today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
One meal everyone in your family can get on board with? It's Culver's. You may know us for our famous butter burgers, cooked to order for that great signature steak taste, but we're also known for our whole white meat chicken tenders and juicy chicken sandwiches, and our melty Wisconsin cheese curds, and our hand-battered North Atlantic cod.
At Culver's, we believe more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's in Minocqua wishes the Lakeland T-Bird basketball teams good luck this season.
Wishing the best of luck to the Lakeland T-Bird basketball teams this season. Since 1939, Woodruff Appliance and TV has been scoring with customers in the Northwoods with low prices on appliances, furniture, mattresses, and electronics, plus top-notch customer service. The staff's knowledge of the products they sell sets Woodruff Appliance and TV high above the competition. Let them help you select your new appliances, furniture, mattresses, and electronics with prices to fit any budget. See you at Woodruff Appliance and TV this season.
Looking for a simple, easy way to improve your well-being? Why not change your shopping habits at Wildberry Market today? They offer clean, organic grocery items and an entire wellness section providing natural remedies, supplements, and holistic products that promote balance and vitality. The staff at Wildberry Market can guide you towards a happier, healthier you. Visit wildberrymarket.org or stop by the store for a wide array of organic and locally sourced products in Minocqua on Highway 70 West.
95.9 The Island.
We'd like to thank our sponsors of Lakeland basketball all season long. Bad Bones Barbecue, Bolger Cremation and Funeral Home, Carpet City, Craig Farrell, your State Farm Insurance Agent in Minocqua, Culver's of Minocqua, Leisure City, Marthaler Chevrolet, Nicolay National Bank, Northwoods Nerds, Triggs Grocery Store, Wildberry Market, and Woodruff Appliance and TV. We could not bring you this broadcast without their fine support. We're at the half, Lakeland leading 27-15 over Antigo. In the girls' side before this one, the Lakeland girls knocked off the Red Robins 82-28. I should also mention that the Lakeland boys also won in the JV portion of this one, so a nice job by Lakeland here tonight. So let's get you caught up on the scoring. First for the Antigo Red Robins, they were led in scoring by Jake Verhasselt, 6 points. He had 2 3-pointers, 2 for Colton Tomei, 2 for Gus Schessler, 3 for Javon Bussey, and 2 for Mitchell Hotchkiss. How about some additional Antigo stats, Doc?
Antigo 6 for 18 in the first half, 33%. They are 2 for 8 from the three-point line, 25%, 1 for 4 from the free throw stripe, 12 rebounds and 5 turnovers.
The Lakeland Thunderbirds lead on the boys' side 27-15 over Antigo. We'll be back with the T-Bird stats after this. You're listening to Lakeland boys basketball on 95.9 The Island.
Our Lakeland T-Bird team works hard to win on game day. Nicolay Bank works hard to manage your money every day. Score big and get paid with better checking. Earn up to 3.00% annual percentage yield with Real Rewards checking. If you don't earn money with your current checking account, it's time to switch. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com or talk to your local Rhinelander and Minocqua teams today. Nicolay Bank, real people, real conversations. Member FDIC. Go T-Birds.
Hey, it's John Tesh. You know, a friend of mine got a cold, something they picked up from their grandkids, so I sent them the Immunity Support Variety Pack from my friends at Bigelow Tea. Their immune support teas are loaded with good-for-you ingredients like zinc and vitamin C and turmeric. These ingredients stimulate the immune system and can shorten the duration of symptoms, so stay well this winter. One delicious cup of tea at a time. Look for Bigelow Tea's Immune Support Teas at Target and retailers nationwide, or go to bigelowtea.com.
Why is Culver's such a treat for so many families? Here's a hint. This treat is thick and creamy, and everyone can get it any way they like. Our fresh, frozen custard. We craft it in small batches throughout the day to make our guests stay. Shakes, cones, sundaes, concrete mixers, flavor of the day. Oh, and the toppings.
Who says you can't please everyone? There's more than one way to dessert at Culver's. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's in Minocqua wishes the Lakeland T-Bird basketball teams good luck this season.
Create a sanctuary of relaxation and wellness with Leisure City. Imagine melting away the stress, rejuvenate your mind, and soothe those aching joints while relaxing in a hot tub. Discover the secret to a healthier, happier lifestyle by starting or ending your day in a variety of hot tubs from Vita, Hot Spring, or Nordic. A hot tub is not just a luxury. It is an investment for your well-being. Start your wellness journey today by visiting Leisure City Showroom, located in Woodruff.
95.9 The Island.
We're at the half. Lakeland is up on Antigo 27-15, and we were looking at the banners when we were talking about the cross-country squad, and they have 11 state championships. Nordic ski, excuse me. They have 11 state championships and 11 state runner-ups between the boys and girls. That's phenomenal. And we also have an Olympian in Kevin Bolger. So outstanding ski teams here in Minocqua, year in and year out, as they get ready to play jump around for the Island City Dance folks. We gave you the Antigo stats and scoring. Let's get you caught up on Lakeland. They are led in scoring by Danny Gaylor, who had 8 points in the first half, 7 for Jalen Cobb, 2 for Haken Birkland, 4 for Noah Bruckner, and 6 for Nate Areola. How about some additional Lakeland stats, Doc?
It's deja vu all over again. Didn't Yogi Berra say that?
I think so.
The last game, it was 25-15 at halftime. It was 27-15 this game, and stats are very similar. Lakeland getting off 11 more shots in the first half. They were 11 for 29, 37%, 3 for 13 from the three-point line, 23%, 2 for 5 from the free throw line, 21 rebounds and 7 offensive rebounds, and that was responsible for a lot of extra putback baskets, 5 turnovers in the first half. So pretty even on the turnover side. Lakeland dominating on the rebounds, particularly on the offensive glass, and that was responsible for them getting 29 shots in the first half compared to Antigo's 18.
Well, I know you enjoyed some of the writing earlier. Here's some more. The 13th ranked Badger men's basketball team, they're up on Michigan State 64-49. They buried the Gophers from Minnesota on Tuesday by 2, 61-59. Marquette, 14th ranked Marquette, exercised the Blue Demons from DePaul by 13 last night. They host Seton Hall tomorrow. UW Green Bay declawed the Oakland Golden Grizzlies 69-59 last night. They're all alone in first place in the Horizon League. That's unreal, folks. They won just 3 games last season. Unbelievable turnaround. The Phoenix hosts Detroit tomorrow. Speaking of Detroit Mercy, UW Milwaukee beat them last night by 16 points, so they host Oakland tomorrow afternoon. We're going to step aside, take a break, come back with the second half for you after this. You're listening to Lakeland Boys Basketball on 95.9 The Island.
Hey, I'm Dan Lundquist.
And I'm Neil Borden.
Together, we're the Northwoods Nerds, servicing the Lakeland area with fast, reliable in-home computer support and repairs.
No matter how big the job is, we never lose track of our humble beginnings. Our T-Bird roots run deep.
From interns to full-time IT staff, our computer support careers began right here at LUHS.
We're experienced, local, and proud T-Birds alumni. So next time you got a tech problem, remember that you just might need a nerd.
Go T-Birds!
Attention Thunderbird fans, at Bad Bones Barbecue, we aren't just about serving quality smoked meats. We are very proud supporters of our local community, and that includes the incredible athletes at Lakeland Union High School. We proudly employ several of these amazing kids who bring their passion, dedication, and teamwork from the field and court straight into our kitchen. So whether you're a player, a proud parent, or a passionate fan, join us at Bad Bones Barbecue to cheer on the Thunderbirds and celebrate the power of community. Together, we can make a difference.
Hi, this is Jill Yelton of Bolger Cremation and Funeral Services. As a family-owned business serving the Lakeland area, Bolger Funeral Home has always been a strong advocate of Lakeland Thunderbird athletics. We encourage you to support our local athletics by attending a sporting event or donating to a booster. Athletics for our students, keeping them focused and healthy. Go T-Birds!
Wonder if your vehicle will make it through another Northwoods winter? At Marthaler Chevrolet, their factory-trained technicians handle routine maintenance and will get your vehicle ready for winter. Call the Marthaler Service Department at 715-356-3262 to handle routine checkups and oil maintenance on your vehicle. Marthaler Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of the Lakeland T-Birds Athletic Department. Go T-Birds! Located just south of the Minocqua Bridge.
95.9 The Island.
They put a couple of minutes back on the clock after the Island City Dance folks left the court, and so these guys can warm up. T-Birds at the half, leading Antigo 27-15. 15. Well, we mentioned the Bucks early on. They rock and rolled Cleveland by 10 on Wednesday. They're playing them again tonight. And as we mentioned, the big news, firing Adrian Griffin and bringing on Doc Rivers. So that was big move.
Kind of surprising for a team that's as good as they are, in the standings, and their second best record in the Eastern Conference. But one thing that they don't do is play defense.
They did not, and that was it.
That's discipline. It's hard. You got to get guys in the NBA. It's really easy to play offense because they're the best basketball players in the world, but do they have the heart to play defense? And that's, there was something missing, I think, in their coaching tree that, you can't give up 148 points.
No, and at the half, they're up on Cleveland by 3 points, and I love watching the Cavaliers play, and it's more of a personal thing for Doc and I, but Jared Allen plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and when he goes one-on-one against Giannis, it's fun to watch, but it's fun to watch for us because your son got to compete in San Diego against Jared Allen,
Jared Allen,
a senior at the time.
Yeah, they both made the all-tournament team. Of course, Jared Allen was the player of the tournament, but Andrew, he made the all-tournament team, and he can walk around and say that he scored 17 on Jared Allen.
You bet.
Because Allen did guard him, and I don't know if you remember that, but I think he made like about 3 or 4. I think he made 4 threes, and the arc on the threes were the highest arc I've ever seen because he was shooting over a 6'10" defender, and for some reason they were going in.
Absolutely. Well, back in 2015, that 2015-16
December
season,
2015, yeah.
The T-Birds went to San Diego and took part in the San Diego Surf and Slam tournament, and they won 2 games, and the only one they lost was to St. Stephen's out of Austin, Texas, featuring Jared Allen, and also, I can't remember the kid's name, DeAndre something, and he was interested in Pepperdine, but ended up going JUCO and then playing at Notre Dame. Haken Berkland drives and scores to open up the second half. T-Birds up 29-15. So yeah, the Thunderbirds took on a team that had a future pro basketball player and a kid that played at Notre Dame. And of course, they also played Henry Ellenson and Rice Lake.
Yeah, that was the previous season.
Who also went to the NBA.
And we were winning deep into the second half.
Yes, absolutely. And Hotchkiss gets it down low. His shot is altered by Areola, gets it back. Here come the Red Robins back to Hotchkiss, fouled by Danny Gaylor. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Good interior passing. A little bit late on the layup attempt there. If he would have got that ball off a little bit earlier, he would have had a better chance of making it. But nice interior passing by the Red Robins.
So Hotchkiss goes to the line, 6'2" senior.
I do remember on the trip going to the ocean because there was a couple kids on the team that have never seen the Pacific Ocean. He misses the first. And people were walking by and they said, "You must be from Minnesota or Wisconsin because nobody would be in the water in December."
Yeah, and it was only, 60, 65 degrees maybe.
I mean, hey, that's summer here.
It was summer for us.
That's summer for us.
He missed both free throws, and the T-Birds still maintain a 14-point advantage. Cobb, right corner 3, good. Jalen Cobb with his third 3. T-Birds up by 17.
Who did we see on the beach? It was Oglia, the running back. He's in the NFL now. His dad. Remember we ran across his dad?
That's right. The name will come to me.
His daughter played at Notre Dame, and she plays in the WNBA now.
Yes, absolutely.
Ogla Wemby.
It's killing me.
Yeah.
Stopping and popping his Schessler. No good. Danny Gaylor with the rebound. Up ahead to Cobb, who's going to stop for 3 again. This time, no good. Hotchkiss with the rebound. Back come the Red Robins. T-Birds up 32-15, 16:09 to play here in the second half. Shot is up and no good by Hotchkiss. And back come the T-Birds after the rebound. Bruckner's got it. Drives into the paint. Kicks it out to Danny Gaylor for 3. Oh, too strong. Gaylor fighting for the rebound. It goes into the hands of Schessler. They bumped heads along with Grobrecht and driving and missing a shot. I should say it was blocked by Danny Gaylor. Tomei was trying to get that one. Substitutions as Verhassel checks in.
I think my favorite part of the trip was we went to Kansas City Barbecue, and you were at the Top Gun piano.
Yep, it was in that place where they filmed Top Gun.
And you started singing Great Balls of Fire, and the whole place just went crazy.
Oh, fun time.
Can you do
fun
that
time.
one? Great
Absolutely.
balls.
Great Balls of Fire. I also went to the one of the pep rallies with the Wisconsin band, and it was fun because a guy that I went to high school with, his son played tuba in the Wisconsin band, so I made sure to seek him out and get a picture with him. And then, of course, one of the highlights for us was that year that the Lakeland Thunderbirds went to the Surf and Slam, the Badgers made the Holiday Bowl.
Nice shot.
As
Good
Schessler drills a three. Badgers were in the Holiday Bowl while we were there against USC, and that was a fantastic game we were lucky enough to go to.
And that was
Mr. Doc here.
We were going to take the train, and the train pulls up, and people were just like, their faces
like the
were, it was like there was no room. And we said, forget it, we're walking.
And it was a 1 mile walk or so. And as the T-Birds come away with a basket from Ariola, off an offensive rebound, he's got 8.
And we got there for the national anthem.
Just in time. That was a chilly night.
That was a cold night.
About 45 degrees.
I think we got back about, 1 in the morning or something?
Yes.
And then we had to get up at 5 to leave the next morning.
Yes.
So it was
not a lot of sleep, that's for sure.
I think the kids got back. We had all the rooms going. They had about 10 minutes to shower.
Oh, man.
Remember that? We came back for we won the 3rd place game.
That's right. Against a team out of Seattle, Washington, suburb of Seattle.
He said 10 minutes to shower and get down, and we got to go.
Nice drive and score by Colton Tomei. He's got 4. T-Birds are up by 14. 14-25 left to play. Thanks for those of you watching on the Lakeland Union High School media production stream as the Red Robins came away with a steal and a foul against Danny Gaylor. I've got him for 3 now. And substitution is his brother Benny's going to check in to replace him. Yeah, the first school that Lakeland played in that tournament was University School out of San Diego, the host school. And what a top-notch tournament that was. It'd be fun to see one of these teams go back there again sometime. Of course, Rich Fortier, the head coach at the time, had also taken the Hodags to Phoenix, I believe, for a tournament during the wintertime. As nice move by Hotchkiss, getting the T-Birds up in the air, cutting the. Oh, he said Tomei. I put Hotchkiss down for that basket because I thought it was him. And we get a timeout called by head coach Jacob Jarvinsu. I'll tell you what, we'll take a break and reset. T-Birds up 34-22 with 13:56 left to play here in Minocqua. You're listening to Lakeland Boys Basketball on 95.9 The Island.
Looking for a simple, easy way to improve your well-being? Why not change your shopping habits at Wildberry Market today? They offer clean, organic grocery items and an entire wellness section providing natural remedies, supplements, and holistic products that promote balance and vitality. The staff at Wildberry Market can guide you towards a happier, healthier you. Visit wildberrymarket.org or stop by the store for a wide array of organic and locally sourced products in Minocqua on Highway 70 West.
95.9 The Island.
Well, somebody in Wisconsin turned 90 today, Doc. Can you tell me who it is? That's a big stretch. I'm sure several people turned 90.
I'm trying to think.
The voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, Mr. Bob Uecker, turned 90 years young. How about that?
Wow.
Mr. Baseball.
He's still doing games.
He is still doing games. Doesn't travel anymore. Just does the home games. I think he does go to Phoenix, though, for the spring training.
What's his catchphrase? Down in front.
Just a bit outside. That's one. Well, and, of course, his baseball home run call is get up, get out of here, gone.
How old was Vin Scully when he hung it up for the Dodgers?
Good question. I'm not sure. I believe that Uecker is the 4th longest tenured.
All right.
And he's been in it for over 50 years. So you know that Scully was one of them. That's for sure. Shot is no good by the Thunderbirds. And back come the Red Robins, trailing by 12. Schessler into the front court. Finding Tomei, left corner for a long 2. It's good. That was a long two. The official called it a 2 in front, and it's 34-24, so a 10-point lead for the Thunderbirds.
Here's a 1-3-1 press by Antigo.
So here we go. Haken Birkeland goes cross court over to Benny Gaylor. This time a 3, no good. Cobb tracks down the rebound. Goes down into the lane, kicks it back out to Benny Gaylor. Another shot at it. This one's no good. And Cobb tracks down another board. How about that kid?
Another offensive rebound.
Finding Haken Birkeland puts up a shot. He's fouled. I believe Hotchkiss is going to be called for the foul, and Haken Birkeland's limping a little bit. He may have knocked a knees with Hotchkiss.
Yeah, hopefully he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's holding on to his knee. Hotchkiss was called for his second. Getting some wind back is Haken Birkeland, who will go to the line as a 39% free throw shooter. Makes the first. Bussy into the game for the Red Robins, replacing Tomei.
Now, Uger was a catcher, correct?
He was, and he's got some great jokes. Just the best.
Usually catchers and pitchers make the best analysts.
Oh, he's a funny one, too, obviously. It's why he's been around for as long as he has. Second free throw, no good. He was one of the first athletes I ever interviewed live on television. When I was at WGBA in Green Bay, NBC 26, the Brewers used to do a traveling state caravan, much like the Packers do. When they cruise around the state, the Brewers used to do that, and they came to Green Bay, and Bob Uecker was part of that, and I think that was one of the last ones he ever did, and I don't believe they do those anymore. They just host that winter.
I'm sure he said, hey, after that guy interacted with me, I'm done.
I asked him one question, and he went on for 3 minutes. I had to cut him off to go to break. One question, but it was awesome. Bob Uecker, 90 years old today. Happy birthday, Bob. Javon Bussy's got it left wing. Holding on to the basketball, looking to his right, now dribbling to his right. Gets a screen down to the right baseline, turns around, and he gives it up to his teammate, Verhassel. To the top for Hotchkiss. Looking left, passing left. It's in the hands of Meyer. Meyer just tries to flip it over to Schessler, gets knocked away. Verhassel comes up with it. He's double teamed. Tries to move his pivot foot, and he's able to maintain, get it to Hotchkiss. In the paint, Bussy wants the ball, but they give it off to Meyer. Now Bussy's got it. 11:50 left to play. Good defense by the Thunderbirds. T-Birds up 35-24. Bussy drives down to the right baseline, and a foul is going to be on the floor. This one's going to go against Ariola.
The one thing that's different between this game and the first game is Antigo is much more patient on the offensive end. The other thing is they're not turning the ball over as much as they did in that first game. Both teams 5 turnovers in the first half. Antigo, no turnovers in the second half. Lakeland 1. And you play better basketball when you don't turn it over.
That foul, by the way, was against Haken Birkeland. His first, team's third. Inbound play set up for Schessler. Schessler puts it on the floor, drives into the paint, right on the GNC logo in front of the free throw line. Kicks it out, Bussy's got it. Now it's in the hands of Verhassel, right wing, back to Bussy. 11:30 and counting in this basketball game. T-Birds up 35-24. Bussy drives, puts up a wild shot, no good. Thought he was fouled, rebounded by Ariola. Gaylor up ahead to Benny Gaylor. I should say Benny to Danny. Back out high, Ariola. Wide open 3, no good. Evan Zock with the rebound, but an offensive foul is going to be called. And it is against Zock, who came down with that board. So one of my favorite Bob Uecker stories is he talks about when I think it was the St. Louis Cardinals were in trying to sign him. And they said, how's a $500 signing bonus sound? And Bob Uecker said, that sounds great, but we don't have $500. My dad doesn't have $500 or something like that. Who knows if it's true? Bob is hilarious, but that's one of the ones I remember the most. Bussy's got it left wing. Dribbles it to the top. It's got Evan Zock on him. Off to the right, finds Verhassel. Gives it up to Tomei, dribbling at the free throw line. Over to Schessler. Stops and pops just inside the three-point arc. Left wing, good. He's got 5 in the second half, 7 in the game. It's a 9-point affair. T-Birds with the lead, 10:33 and counting. I think Bob hit 199 in his career as a catcher. And I think one of the records he holds is 27 pass balls in a year. Although he was considered a great catcher. Benny Gaylor drills a 3 from the left corner. T-Birds up by 12.
Antigo, that 1-3-1 zone. A little more patient with the ball motion there, trying to find the open shooter.
And a charge is going to be called against the Antigo Red Robins. Away from the basketball. This one's going to go on Verhasselt. Actually, he tried to set a pick for Bussy, and we get a timeout called. We'll keep it here with 10:08 to play. 38-26. T-Birds with the lead. So the T-Birds at halftime were up 27-15. So it was a 12-point game at the half. And 8 minutes in, it's a 12-point game here. So the teams have played pretty even here in the second half.
And that's what you want to do. The T-Birds came out strong in the second half, made their first couple shots. Actually made their first 3 shots to go up. Antigo went on a little bit of a run to try to cut the lead, and now it's back to 12 again. And that's basketball. We talk about this all the time. It's a game of runs. If you're Antigo, you want to try to get single digits by the time you get 10 minutes and try to chip it away. Lakeland, you just want to try to keep it even or try to extend your lead. So Lakeland doing a good job. And again, it's the offensive rebounds. They've had 3 offensive rebounds here in the second half, and that was responsible for second chance opportunities. And that's really been the key between the game. And the stats are relatively close. Lakeland's got more shots off because they have more offensive rebounds and more opportunities.
Well, the Lakeland Basketball Boosters has an exciting raffle taking place. $50. One lucky winner is going to be taking a group of 8 to the Milwaukee Bucks Phoenix Suns game on Sunday, March 17th. Lower level tickets with private round-trip air transportation on a Learjet included. Tickets available through the boys' 5th grade traveling team, and RBC Wealth Management in Minocqua also has tickets during office hours. A lot of fun. The Red Robins come up with a steal, but right back at you. The Lakeland Thunderbirds get it back. Jalen Cobb's got it. He's going to stop and pop. His shot was blocked from Schessler and stolen away by Bussy. Bussy 1-on-2 driving down the lane. Wild shot. He's going to be called for the travel. Javon Bussy called for the travel. Areola showing some good sportsmanship, going to help up Bussy. And the T-Birds will get it back. Boy, that was a wild sequence.
That segment there was wild, and that's why Antigo does not want to play fast. When they play fast, they turn the ball over, and that's why Coach Smith wanted to see more of a half-court offense.
Absolutely. Bussy's likely the fastest player on the team, I'm guessing there, with his running back expertise from the Red Robins team, but unable to maintain his footing there as the T-Birds miss a shot from Evan Zock. Cobb is going to fake the shot, shoot a three. Good. Jalen Cobb with 4 3-pointers on the night. Lakeland extends to 15.
And again, it doesn't show up in the stat column, but the offensive rebound gives you the opportunity for that 3.
Long 3 from Verhasselt is no good and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Danny Gaylor. Haken Berkland will check in. Let's see who he replaces. It's going to be Nate Areola. A couple of substitutions for the Red Robins. For the Thunderbirds out on the court is Danny and Benny Gaylor, Jalen Cobb, Haken Berkland, and Evan Zock.
If people ask who's the fastest in the booth, I say, you don't really see it in the booth, but we go out to dinner. I said, when that check comes, Matt is in the bathroom. He's quick.
I like Jerry Seinfeld's line. You might not know it by looking at me, but I can run really fast.
Was that the race episode?
It was. That's one of them. Tomei drives and scores. Colton Tomei, a 6 in the second half, 8 in the game. Lakeland up 13. Yeah, that was one where Jerry Seinfeld was dating the girl who was a two-face as Haken Berkland.
Nice shot.
Hits a nice little jumper in the lane. Like to see more of that from Haken.
Yeah,
He's got 5.
Good catch and shoot. Just turn and shoot. That's easy basketball.
5 in the second half, 7 in the night. For Haken, Bussy's got it right corner. Dribbles it near the right elbow. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that's the episode where it was lighting.
Yes.
Right.
Yep, Jerry had to take his girlfriend to the same coffee shop and sit in the same booth, so she looked the same. And when he found her in different lighting, she didn't look good. And that was the Festivus episode, actually.
Right.
So much going on in that episode. Bruckner will check in during the next timeout. Here he goes. He's going to replace Evan Zock.
Gary Meyer of Stephen Gary in Chicago, one of his classic things he always would say is that life is about 2 things, lighting and timing. Right? You have good lighting.
Yes.
And you time things up right.
Absolutely.
It's all about timing. Being in the right place at the right time.
That's right. So the T-Birds up 43-28, 8-13 and counting. Left in this basketball game, the second of our doubleheader. The Lakeland girls rolled over the Antigo girls to start this night. And now the T-Bird boys are up by 15 as Colton Tomei drives and scores. And a quick timeout is called by head coach Sean Smith. I'll tell you what, with that timeout, we'll step aside for 30 seconds. Lakeland leading 43-30 over Antigo in boys basketball. You're listening to Lakeland boys basketball on 95.9 The Island.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in Wisconsin are safer than ever before. That's something I really love.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
95.9 The Island.
The annual Hillers Radar Run this year becomes the second annual breast race of your life, and it will be at the St. Germain Community Park, February 2nd and 3rd. Check out the event on Facebook at Radar Racers. Did you write that? That's clever.
I did not. That was actually a Scott writing there. The breast race of your life. It's an annual fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. Shot is up and no good by the Thunderbirds, and the Red Robins back the other way, now trailing by 13. With it is Javon Bussey at the top. He's dribbling to his left. Ball gets poked away from behind. Last touched by Bruckner. So the Red Robins will inbound right in front of the bench. And it looks like Robrecht is going to do the inbounding. Looking right. Instead, he tried to go to his left and is knocked out of bounds by Benny Gaylor. Nice job on the inbound. And here comes Robrecht once again, just a couple feet to his left this time. Finds Bussey. 7:35 and counting. T-Birds leading the Red Robins 43-30. Robrecht drives into the paint. Kicks it back out high to Schussler. Schussler finds Bussey at the top. He's going to dribble one-on-one against Cobb down low. Blocked by Haken Berkland. And taken away by Danny Gaylor, finding Cobb. Nice job by Haken Berkland using that 6'6" frame to his advantage. Tries to set a screen for Bruckner, gets it over to Benny Gaylor, back out high to Noah. Finding Jalen Cobb, over to Danny Gaylor on the right wing. He's got Bussey in front of him to Haken Berkland. He's double teamed, kicks it back out to Danny Gaylor for three. Good. Nice ball movement by the Thunderbirds. Gaylor's got 11. T-Birds up 16.
Yeah, Hagenberg caught the ball on the block. He got, there was weak side help with the double. He kicks it out to the open shooter. Easy three.
I think 16 is the biggest lead of the night for the Thunderbirds, as a shot is no good from the Red Robins. Back the other way as Cobb's got it in the front court, going left to right on your radio dial and television screen if you're watching us on the LUHS Media Production stream tonight. Danny Gaylor, spin move against Bussey, and it's good. He's got 5 in the second half, 13 on the night, 18-point advantage for the Thunderbirds.
We've really done a good job here in the second half, going to the paint and taking high percentage shots.
Stopping and popping is Schussler, no good. Benny Gaylor with the rebound. Lakeland up 48-30 with the basketball, trying to win their 5th conference game on the year. They're 4-3 entering the night.
And breaking an 0-3 streak here with losses in the GNC.
Cobb comes away with the rebound. Lakeland sets up their offense. Cobb's got it at the top. Fakes a pass. Too strong on the shot. Rebounded by Bussey. Bussey is going to drive all the way down the paint. Puts up a shot. No good. He's fouled. Is that one going to go against Bruckner, I believe? I don't have him for any, so this would be his first on a block.
Another offensive rebound for Lakeland. That's 12 in the game. And you get in double digits on offensive rebounds, you're going to win a lot of basketball games.
2 shots coming for Javon Bussey. A 64% free throw shooter. Misses the first. He's 1 of 3 from the line tonight. Ariola checks in, replacing Haken Berkland, and Evan Zock is going to come in to spell Benny Gaylor. Lakeland up 48-30, 5:35 to play. Clock seems to be moving fairly quick here in the second half. Bussey misses the second as well. So 1 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight for the senior. Jalen Cobb's got it, dribbles it down the left side, and puts a shot up too strong. Rebounded by Hotchkiss, and trying to rip it away was Areola, but Hotchkiss too strong for that. Schessler's got it into the front court. Dribbles it into the lane, stops, pops, good. Oh, what a nice looking shot from the junior Schessler. He's got 9. T-Birds up by 16.
He's their leading scorer. Relatively quiet tonight. T-Birds have done a good job keeping him off the three-point line.
Evan Zock fires a 3, too strong. Schessler with the rebound. Back the other way we go. Schessler, I thought he was going to take it all the way. Finds Bussey, left corner, 3 is good. Javon Bussey with his first 3. He's got 6. T-Birds up 13.
Here's full court press. Lakeland just got to slow down a little bit. Not the best shot selections the last 2 times on the court, and that's exactly what Coach Drevensky is going to do, is call a timeout here and slow him down and run a little bit of clock, but most importantly, take a good offensive shot.
So the T-Birds up 48-35 as head coach Jacob Jarvincevu calls a timeout. So we've had a couple of games here tonight. Doc, we started a little bit late for those of you who may have joined us late. The JV game went into overtime prior to this one, and don't have the final there, but it was the T-Bird boys coming up with the win in the JV boys side. Then the girls played, and we also had teacher appreciation night. So we went on about 15-20 minutes later tonight.
A lot of stuff going on. It's like coming to your house and the grill doesn't start, you know. You got all these people coming over, you got to feed, and we couldn't get the equipment going, and finally got that about 5 minutes, I think, before we went on, and had a half-hour pregame, and it's been a long night.
That's right. You never know what goes on behind the scenes. All you can hear is the result.
You don't want to know how the sausage is made, you know.
That's right. Hopefully, folks are enjoying it. The T-Bird mascot is out here tonight.
We got I tell you, if you came to this game, you got your money's worth.
Absolutely.
What is it, $5 to get in? But you had a lot of entertainment between the bands and the national anthem and all the students here and all the dancing.
We had the 4th graders from around the area were singing the national anthem tonight before the girls' game. We had the middle school band taking part with our Lakeland Union High School band tonight. The Island City Dance kids were all over the place in both half times. It was a lot of fun, and the T-Birds are throwing it away. So the pressure forces the turnover. Lakeland up 13.
Lakeland was up by 18. Antigo now on a 5-0 run, and they just forced another turnover and get the ball back. The Lakeland's just got to be careful here and you got to close out the game. You're up 18 with about 6 minutes to go. You got to close it out.
Our buddy Jason reminded me that the Lakeland to JV score was 74-67 in overtime. That was one of the loudest JV games I've ever heard while we were setting up, as Schessler is fouled as he was driving. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. This one's going to go against Danny Gaylor. That's his 4th.
And if you're Coach Smith, you just want to keep the pressure going and see if you can get this under 10. Lakeland up 48-35-13 with 4:21 to go.
Schessler's had a nice second half as he misses the first free throw. 68% free throw shooter. His first trip to the line.
And Antigo can't find a free throw in the second half. 0 for 5.
Wow.
What were they in the first half? 1 for 4.
Yeah, so 1 for 9, make it 2 for 10 as he makes the second.
And good teams shoot free throws well, and that's part of why you've only won 3 games and on the season is shooting free throws like that.
So with 4:20 left, the T-Birds check out Danny Gaylor. Haken Berkland gets the nice feed from Bruckner underneath the basket. He scores 7 points in the second half for Berkland, and the T-Bird lead is 14.
Great recognition there to find Berkland. We saw, and we were hoping that Areola would see it and get him the ball.
Foul called against the Thunderbirds. That's going to be 8 team fouls against the Thunderbirds.
That's what you
goes against Berkland.
Not want to do is stop the clock and put your opponent on the free throw line. Antigo, not a great free throw shooting team, coming in at 59%.
Robrecht 1-1 is no good. He's 0 of 3.
And their free throw woes continue tonight.
So Cobb's got it. 3:50 left to play in this basketball game. Lakeland up by 14. Oh, Benny Gaylor tried to get it over to Noah Bruckner, and he's lucky that one was tipped out of bounds because it would have been stolen away. Right there was Mitch Meyer.
Now, Bruckner would have broke to the basket. He would have had a layup, and I think that's what Gaylor thought was going to happen, and Bruckner just stayed in the corner there, and then that ball became a long pass that got deflected. Fortunately, Lakeland gets it back.
Noah Bruckner will inbound right on the tee of the T-Birds logo to our right, going left to right as we see it here, high above Ted Boyd court. Areola in the paint, kicks it out to Benny Gaylor. He's going to dribble it out to the top, finding Haken Berkland over to Cobb. Cobb just inside the half-court stripe of the T-Bird logo, dribbling to his left, stolen away by Robrecht. Up ahead to a wide-open Schessler, lays it up. No good! Cobb with the rebound. Schessler had an opportunity, but could not get that one to go. T-Birds with the ball up 14, 3:20 to play. Nice pitch from Cobb to Berkland, who scores! Haken Berkland gets the bucket to go, and one coming up.
Nice flip pass by Cobb, Haken Berkland. One motion, catch and shoot, going to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. And Lakeland, this is what you want to do. You got to close things out. You got to play defense, play good percentage offensive basketball, and now they extend their lead back to 16.
And Berkland to the line. That personal foul against Robrecht, his third, and the free throw is no good. Nice block out by Verhasselt, allowing Bussey to get the basketball. And Bussey into the front court. Over to Verhasselt. Got Haken Berkland. We'll get you an ID in just a second here. Bussey, long three-pointer from the top, no good. Foul call. The clock tower in downtown Minocqua shows the top of the hour. Gives us an opportunity to let you know you are listening to Lakeland boys basketball on 95.9 The Island at WMQA in Minocqua.
I got to make you do it one more time. Not only are we going to save the clock tower, but how many gigawatts?
1.21 gigawatts.
You do that so well.
Love me some Christopher Lloyd. Areola called for the personal foul.
Too bad there was never a Back to the Future 4.
Yeah, and unfortunately with the way Michael J. Fox is feeling, it would be a little tough, that's for sure. Such great movies, even 1 through 3, I love them all. Cobb into the front court. 2:50 left to play. Lakeland with the ball up 16.
Oh, nice.
A wide open feed from Danny Gaylor to Haken Berkland for the lay-in. A little reverse style from Haken. Lakeland up 18.
Well, that's the downside when you try to trap and you're so spread out that you lose players, and Haken Berkland was able to get behind the defense, and we found him for a very easy layup. There's a turnover, ball coming back the other way.
This could be a slam dunk for Haken Berkland. Two-handed flush for Haken Berkland, the senior, putting an exclamation point on this one. T-Birds up 20. You could see he was interested in passing the basketball, but they told him to keep it and flush it, and that's exactly what the senior did. Lakeland up 56-36. Long three is no good from Hotchkiss. T-Birds into the front court with Jalen Cobb, and the ball nearly stolen away, but a hold is going to be called against Verhasselt. The student section giving Haken Berkland high fives.
Now, one thing that's not going to show up in the scorecard or in the newspaper next week is the timeout that Coach Jervencevu made. They were up 18. They had a couple turnovers. Antigo went on a 5-0 run. He calls the timeout, and we just talked about settling down and taking good offensive shots, and that's exactly what they did, and now they're able to balloon their lead up to 20.
Taden Hernandez into the ball game for the Thunderbirds. 6'1" senior, wears number 5, averaging .3 a game, and also checking in is Gavin Reynolds, 5'8" senior. He's averaging 1.4. And with the basketball is Taden Hernandez, finding Evan Zock. Zock's going to drive down the lane. Oh, he wanted to pass it over to Benny. I thought he could just take the shot underneath the basket.
He should have.
Against Javon Bussey, but instead he tried to kick it out. Turnover, gives it back to the Red Robins.
Now, are you going to the church ceremony tomorrow or just the reception?
Yep.
Okay.
Church ceremony in Madison at 2 o'clock.
All right, I just got a text from your wife, Amy. Do not do play-by-play during the ceremony.
I'll do my best to keep quiet, that's for sure. Looking forward to attending the wedding and seeing all my family from across the state and Midwest. Should be a good time. Tomei's got it. Right elbow stops, pops. No good. Rebounded by Benny Gaylor.
You know, with your writing skills, you probably would give a good toast.
And now I could probably do the ceremony. Just make it up, right?
You'd have all your little tie-ins.
Do you take this man with a duck call to be your lawfully wedded husband? Bounce pass down low to Owen Clark. Backs up, puts a shot up, no good. Evan Zock there to clean up the mess. Zock with his first basket. T-Birds up 58-36.
Another offensive rebound, second chance putback by Lakeland. They've done such a great job tonight.
Timeout called by head coach Sean Smith. We'll keep it here.
And Coach Smith did not get a technical tonight. I talked to him before the game. I said exactly what happened in the last game. So he made a comment to the referee, and then there was 3 subsequent fouls, all on Antigo, and he questioned the referee on the fouls, and he asked him, he said, do you miss the foul on our end? And the referee gave him a technical. And then at the other end of the basket, just a few plays later, he stood up off the bench and was called for that. Now, he told me this was a big discussion in the WIA in their conversation boards with the referees as far as how do you call it. So the spirit of the rule was he was getting up to give instructions to players that were coming in the game. He wasn't getting up to communicate with the referees or to question a call. So he violated the spirit. I mean, he violated the rule, but not the spirit of the rule. And they kind of went back and forth. How would you do that? How would you call it? Would you just give him a warning and say sit down, or give him a technical foul, the second one, and kick him out? And he said most of the referees that on the WIA website said they would talk to him and just tell him to sit down and not give him the second foul and kick him out.
Yeah, that was an interesting scenario. We did not know why he got kicked out until after the game, and just that getting up off the bench was what caused it on that second one. Very fascinating. Both free throws were no good by Mitch Meyer, as the T-Birds unfortunately turned it over with 25.4 seconds left, but Lakeland leading 58-36. So the T-Birds are going to sweep the Antigo Red Robins on both the girls and boys side. Got to keep trying to stack up these wins for seeding position as the season winds down. Nice job inside by Hotchkiss. They said for Hasselt. I believe that was Hotchkiss. I'm giving it to him. With 7 seconds left, Hayden Hernandez is just going to back things out and dribble this 20-point victory out for the Thunderbirds. That is the way this thing ends. 58-38 is your final. Lakeland gets the victory to improve to 9-7 overall. They improve to 5-3 in conference play. Antigo falls to 5-12 overall and 2-6 in the GNC. We'd like to again thank those of you who are watching on the Lakeland Union High School media production stream tonight, led by Mr. Ethan Yockey, and also thanks to cameraman and student Dominic Wilde for helping us out tonight. So we will depart for those of you on the media stream. For those of you listening on 95.9 The Island and WMQA.com, we will be back after this with a recap of scoring and stats, and hopefully have an interview with head coach Jacob Jarvincevu after this. You're listening to Lakeland Union High School basketball on 95.9 The Island.